All right, so it's been a weird and wacky few days on Twitch. All right, we started off with Twitch meta. We had freaking topless, nearly nude streamers on the front page of Twitch. They were going viral. It was really only like 5 of them, but so many people were talking about them that it became widely known as the new Twitch meta, and it kind of spread around Twitter, especially as a big meme. All right, this prompted not only for Twitch to outright ban a lot of those streamers taking advantage of this meta, but then they changed all of their policies regarding that type of sexual content literally the next day after the ban. We covered this in a video from yesterday, but I'll briefly sum it up. They basically loosened up on a ton of their policies, and because of that, Twitch became this wild west, man. I mean, it was crazy. Anybody that was on Twitch yesterday, okay, it was like, we're talking, there was a lot of nudity, okay? It was crazy. It was on the homepage. They said it wouldn't be on the homepage. It was on the homepage. It was in the art section. Okay, the art section used to be this wholesome section on Twitch, all right? Then it turned into this crazy not safe for work section, okay? We're talking massive booba, just huge furry porn cocks, like hentai all over the place. It was really truly like the wild west of Twitch. It was something that nobody ever saw coming. Okay, Daniel Clancy had some crazy ideas in mind. So in one day they changed the policy, loosened them up and everything. Next day they ban a ton more people, especially VTubers, and then they revert a bunch of the changes they made, okay? And that is highlighted here in the sexual content policy update. I'll briefly highlight you guys the important part. This is written by Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch. We were trying to be responsive to these requests and allow the thriving artist community on Twitch to utilize the human form in art. Now, there was a clause in the changes where they're saying that anatomy drawings that were nude would be okay on Twitch. And a lot of people misinterpreted that and basically said any nude drawing, as long as it wasn't animated, would be okay. So we saw a ton of that. Everything you can imagine and more was on Twitch, okay? So yeah, furry cock, shotos, lollies, freaking everything. Full display, okay? And the thumbnails were not hidden in any such way. So if you clicked on the stream, you would have to go through a check to make sure you're okay with seeing that type of content, okay? Which is good, all good and fine. However, you would have already seen it through the thumbnail, okay? It would have been much better if there was like a setting, right? Like similar to how Steam has a setting where you don't see any sexual games if you don't want to, right? Where on Twitch, it would hide all of the thumbnails if you didn't check off that setting, which is obviously a problem because if you go on like Twitch on the App Store, it is advertised to people like 13 and up, right? And the age requirement to get on Twitch is like 13. Okay, so obviously a lot of people are very upset about this. Okay, this is part number 1. We want to make clear that some streamers, in response to this update, created content that was in violation of our new policy. We've worked quickly to remove that content and issue channel enforcements. So like I said, a bunch of bans went out, and what they're likely, this is a bit not so straightforward on what they're trying to say here, but what most people have assumed that they're trying to say in this clause, what Daniel Clancy is getting at, is that there were these AI deepfakes going around on Twitch, where what they would do is it would basically just render a bunch of AI art on the spot. So it wasn't technically animated, but it was animating. It was creating so much new art on the go, and a lot of the times they were doing these AI deepfakes, which, I mean, we don't really need to get into that, but obviously no one likes that. And that was going rampant all over Twitch, okay? Alongside all of the twerking and other explicit art that was going on, right? So we can say AI can be used to create realistic images, and it can be hard to distinguish between digital art and photography. So yeah, there was a lot of that going on Twitch last night, and yeah, they did not like that, and they did not see it coming. I don't know what Twitch saw coming when they said using anatomy drawings, if they were expecting like people to make statues. They literally said like statues and like, you know, like figures in like art class, like not what the internet actually is, which is usually a bunch of porn. So they rolled back all of the nudity changes. Now, a lot of people are saying that they rolled back all the changes, and that's obviously not true, and we're going to get into that in a second. But yeah, all of the art nudity, this was trending on Twitter, artistic nudity, because nobody really knew what that meant. Yeah, well, they got rid of that. So there's not much more of that. A lot of people got banned for whatever reason. Even this is really strange, and we're gonna get into this, but people were getting banned who were correctly following the new Twitch guidelines, and a lot of people did not get banned who were not following the guidelines. It was it's a real mess, and we're gonna show you who got banned and who's back. I talked about this. This is Marina. This is a fairly problematic VTuber. I don't know too much about them, except they have a long history of pissing people off and kind of making a bad rep for the VTuber community. They were on streaming yesterday, and this is a screenshot from the stream, obviously without the little do not enter stickers that were added here after the fact. They were banned, thankfully. A ton of people were calling for the ban, but most people are attributing a lot of the hate towards VTubers that was sprung out in these changes are attributing that to this VTuber right here. And a lot of people are saying that basically the reason why the artist nudity changes are getting adjusted is because of activities like this. I think a lot of artists definitely wanted more freedom on the platform. Daniel Clancy definitely wanted to give them more freedom on the platform. And now that's not gonna happen. And a lot of that hate was getting redirected. So many of you know that Any got hate rated, mass reported, and Any was following the new Twitch guidelines. This is the really sad part, because if you really read the fine print, Marina was not following the Twitch guidelines whatsoever. They went on to do a lot of mental gymnastics on Twitter. I'm not going to show you, but they were trying to justify that they were following the Twitch guidelines. They were clearly not doing that. There was a whole clause about animated models, live 2D, VTubers cannot go on Twitch nude. And she did that anyways. Annie, however, was following the Twitch guidelines, and she got banned. A lot of people are upset about this. Obviously, rightfully so, because it's showing how biased Twitch is and how this mass reporting is a serious problem on the platform. Okay, Annie wasn't the only one that got unfairly banned. We got Saraway got hit with a ban as well. She was doing an art stream, which was totally within the TOS. Very much within the TOS. Okay, she got hit with a ban. Screenshot got hit with a ban. It's crazy to think that a lot of this hate is just being... It's strange how whenever there's like drama involving streamers, like especially, you know, female streamers on the platform, right? That hate just gets redirected towards VTubers for whatever reason, okay? Now, this is really the insane part. So Marina was banned, well, went against Twitch TOS, got banned. They reverted, they changed the Twitch TOS, and then they unban her the next day. This is a real record, man. This is like actual Twitch staff meat writing. Like truly insane. Especially when you think about how when Annie got banned, she literally had members of Twitch staff in her chat when it happened. Okay. And Marina's unbanned after a day. So if that doesn't show any kind of bias, I don't know what will. All right. But she's back on the platform somehow. This is probably the most disliked VTuber right now. Okay. There's so much. Look at this. 32,000 posts trending on Twitter about this VTuber. And a great many of them are very upset with them. Okay. I mean, look at this first reply. Twitch is not a serious streaming website. Like that is the reputation that these kind of actions are reflecting on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, the fact that our ban was shorter than some people who were within Twitch TOS and got mass report banned blows my mind. It's actually insane. It really is. It really is insane. We're gonna get to this clip in a sec, but Annie put in a request for her ban to get looked at. Okay, and is our response. You know, your account was recently suspended for youth risky. And to clarify what youth risky is we removed your content as it includes elements that could put you or someone else at risk. This includes content that can encourage inappropriate attention towards people under 18, which she was following in Twitch TOS. They put out on the Twitch TOS that these things were okay, that doing these kind of nude art streams were okay. She did that. She followed the TOS, and now she's getting unfairly punished for it. She followed all the directions that Twitch said to do. She had all the tags on. She read all the rules. She didn't misinterpret them like other VTubers. And now she's catching a 7-day ban. Okay? Insane. A member of our team has reviewed your appeal, and after taking a look into the details of your case, we have determined that your account will remain suspended due to your violation of the community guidelines. Dude, actual skull emoji. I don't know what else to say. It's insane. Like, please, Twitch, take a look at this. That being said, here's a word from Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, who was talking about exactly that.
How long do I want to end with? Served bans today, but many seem within TOS. Is anyone review? Yeah, we are reviewing them. Any that I think there were some that got reported and got banned that were consistent with the updates of the policy, and those are going to be they're being reviewed, and they will be pulled back if they're within the policy. As you said, we sent out a policy we're updating it, but anyone today, they will not have any strikes, and we're going to lift the bans. So,
okay.
That there were deserved, no doubt. Yeah, there were some that were deserved, but some were not. And it's tricky as there was a lot going on in the category, and I issued a blog post kind of talking about that. And I'll talk more.
Yeah. So, I mean, the audio is pretty jacked up, but basically what he's trying to say is that, some people didn't deserve the ban, and they'll take a look at it. Hopefully that includes taking a look at Annie's ban a second time, because clearly she was within the TOS. I'm sure they have a lot going on right now because, like he said, there really was a lot going on in the site. There was a lot going on Twitch yesterday. I mean, it truly was an insane Wild West out there. Like, everything was going, man. So just to kind of break things down about, sure, not Notepad, let's bring on Paint. Just to kind of break things down, because people are saying that they reverted all of the changes on all of the content guidelines. That's clearly not true. Okay. So, let's see. What is okay? This font is way too small. Okay, so we have what is okay. We got what is not okay. Okay. So what is okay? And this is different than before. We got twerking. All right. If you should do this is the thing. If you go to the art section on Twitch, there's a bunch of streams that are titled "Learning to Twerk." It's insane. I've never seen this before. It's rampant. Okay, so twerking, okay now. It's not okay before. It's okay now. Pole dancing. I think it's specifically pole dancing in an exercise setting. But apparently, you could do that on Twitch now. Apparently, Daniel Clancy said, go for it. Strip teases. That's okay, apparently. That's new. That's okay now. All right, what is not okay? All right, we got furry porn. I'll just say furry porn. There you go. If you're drawing a furry Shota cock on Twitch, you might catch a ban even if it's within TOS, okay? What did I tune into? We're talking about the Twitch changes. So that is a no-go. You cannot do that, all right? We have AI generated hentai. There you go. You can't do that on the platform, okay? That is not okay. All right, so basically, and nudity. So full on nudity. As long it's got to be covered up in some way. All right, it's got to be covered up in some sort of way. And that's where we're standing now, okay? So we gained all of this, okay? We gained all this on the left. And we lost Annie in the process. Okay, we got all this, and then Annie created a new standard for Twitch. Truly a new era. Okay, this is bad. None of that. Daniel Clancy said no to this. All right. But in the end, I hope Annie gets a ban soon, and that's where we're at. It was really crazy. Last 3 days on Twitch. Now, a lot of people were surprised by these changes happening so rapidly. As a lot of you probably know, Twitch is historically an incredibly slow site to make changes to things, okay? They do not act fast, ever. Now, a lot of people are speculating that the main reason that these changes rolled out so fast is because of the sponsorships. Advertisers must have been pissed to see this on Twitch. You know, it's kind of ridiculous to think that like Pokemon might be paying for an ad slot on Twitch and their ad is being rolled on, you know, freaking Shota Futakok art stream, right? So the advertisers were probably pissed and they were calling up Twitch and Twitch management and Daniel Clancy, and they were extremely upset. And so Twitch moved very, very, very fast in these changes. And that's probably why we've had this crazy shitstorm of a week. On the bright side, though, GTA RP, Rockstar has partnered with Twitch. So if you're watching a GTA stream, they're giving out free sub tokens. What a sub token is basically, it's a ticket. You got one free sub to whatever channel you want, or you can use it to gift a sub. And you get them just from watching GTA RP streams. So I was going to watch them anyways. This is a big plus. That's kind of dope. And yeah, that's it. That's it for this video.